Hello. Uh, Welcome back to another Storytime Live. Today I'm going to be talking about. Sorry, I'm going to adjust that camera. See that painting right here? Amanda 2.0 painted it for me. Okay, I guess that's good news. The sound's working. So, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, like if for anyone that's new, hi, I'm Val Snow. I was from a polygamist cult, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that tonight. I was going to talk about the unnumbered men from that group. Hi, Shay. Welcome. And one man in particular, because he's been on my mind a lot, just because this time of year is like, family and stuff. But being kicked out of the group, then obviously I don't see all of those members that are still there. Hi, Irina. So yeah, I've been just thinking about that kind of stuff today. And I wanted to talk about the loyal yet unnumbered men in the order. Kind of the same as Amanda's lives that she does, or she used to do, where she would talk about the numbered men. And I'm going to be referencing a couple of those, and I'll leave the links down below. And if you want to know more about my story, I've also left some interviews down below on that. But yeah, I wanted to specifically talk about this numbered man, Mr. Jackson. Oh, let's call him that. He was a plumber within the polygamist group I grew up in, and he honestly did the best. He does the best. I guess I say, sorry. He does the best he can with the knowledge he has, right? Because he doesn't know any better than what he's been taught. He's been in that cult his whole life. He was born there. But actually, he's a really, really good man. And closest thing to a father's figure I had, or like a healthy relationship. Let me tell you a little bit about his background. He was one of Merlin's sons, and Merlin, if you don't know, was supposed to be the leader after the previous leader of the cult died, but he didn't end up being, like, Paul ended up being the leader, Paul Kingston of this Kingston polygamist group. And so yeah, so Mr. Jackson had to find a wife because of the bloodline. It was kind of hard for him to find a wife because he couldn't marry a Kingston. So he had to marry a Hanson, which happened to be my mom's sister. So these guys were in our lives quite a bit. And this man definitely took me under his wing. And because everything in the order is either from God or from Satan, like if you have a feeling, then he had direction that I would be a good plumber, and because that's what he did for a living. And he was a really nice guy, but because he wasn't my dad, and my dad had the final say, I never did do that. I never got to be a plumber. But I do want to point out that this guy, he will do, he's done plumbing jobs for the order for really cheap. And he really does give his time, all that he is or ever expect to be, to this polygamous group, because I guess he doesn't care about this life, because it's all about getting to the next life in the highest kingdom. But yeah, so he's worked there his whole life, and as far as I know, he's really loyal. I kind of stopped talking to him just out of respect, because I know that our lifestyles don't mix, me being gay and him being in this polygamous group. Although he never did get a second wife, at least as far as I know. He also never got a number, which I wanted to talk about the number system, by the way. Hi, Todd. Hi, Sandy. So the number system, as I understood it in the order, was if you have a number, you get the priesthood. And so I always viewed the Mormon church as kind of like not as righteous, because any 12-year-old boy can get the priesthood, where in the order you have to be, what is it? You have to be a numbered man to get the priesthood. And things may have changed since I've been there. So if you know it to be different, you can contact me. You can put like a comment down below on how it is. I'm just telling you my experience from when I was in the polygamist cult and what the numbering system was from my point of view and what I understood. So basically, if you get a number, you get the priesthood. And the priesthood is basically power from God that you can not only bless people, but you can curse people. So it's really important that you're a righteous man if you have that power of God to be able to not only bless, but curse a person. So, yeah, let's see. Tammy, hi Val, just a question. How much difference do you think the order would have been in if Merlin was the leader? Honestly, I didn't really know Merlin that well, but his family's, I really like his family a lot. And I do want to point out, Mr. Jackson never, to my knowledge, I never heard him say that he didn't want Paul to be the leader, or that um, that Paul shouldn't have been the leader. In fact, we would vote every New Year's and be like, oh yeah, we vote for Paul, or we vote for someone else, right? But I never seen him vote for anyone but Paul as far as for the next year, or being the man on the watchtower, whatever that means. But anyways, the weird thing about Merlin's family is everyone knew that Merlin's family didn't like Paul's family, or didn't like Paul being the leader, which I don't know that that's very true. But it's interesting because the Hansons, we didn't even know why they didn't like us. At least with Merlin's family, they knew why they weren't liked. So this family has been shunned their whole life, and he's still in the order. Mr. Jackson's still in the order, being super loyal. Like, he won't talk to me because I'm an outsider. He won't. Well, and I'm gay. I think that's like this cherry on top right there. They don't appreciate that one. Hey, Jennifer. Yeah, but I wanted to really give him some time because I really miss him, to be honest. He was a really good guy and he helped me. He's really smart. I know that's kind of weird to say because he's in a cult, but he really was quite intelligent, and he would play board games like Ticket to Ride, Settlers of Catan, and he was really nice. He was one of the first people. He's literally the first man in the order that asked how I felt and told me how I feel and what I want is important. And I was like, whoa, because it's kind of weird for them to tell you anything like that. But he was a really nice guy until I came out, and I kind of just stayed away out of respect, because our lifestyles are very much different. He doesn't agree with my lifestyle. I don't agree with his lifestyle. Being a part of the group, so yeah, we don't really talk. But I do want to briefly go over his story. Because of the bloodline, he couldn't marry a Kingston, but he did get married at 25 to my mom's sister, and she was 21 when she got married to him, which is interesting because that's kind of older. She must have been holding out for someone special. And I like him. He's a good guy. I always wished that I was one of his kids because he was the closest thing to like a normal relationship that I seen. However, I have heard that it ain't. I mean, I know it's not. It wouldn't have been any better, like that much better, because he's still in the order, like, So, but he did the best that he could with the knowledge he had, and these men really do so much. Like he's a plumber within the order, and he's done jobs for cost, for just the cost of the water heater, and just because he's doing the job for another order member, he won't charge him, and he has his own plumbing company, and yet they just treat him and his family like outcasts because his wife is his wife is Hanson, and then he's Merlin's kid. So I don't understand. That's kind of, I was wondering if you guys would be interested in hearing about the unnumbered men of the order, because they're unappreciated and they're the ones following the rules, which these rules are put in place to keep these type of people down. So they don't get the extra wives. They don't get, like, if you follow the rules in the order, it actually slows you down to get what these higher ups have, like a number, multiple wives. Let's see. That makes no sense. They should be glad you're gay. It's less competition for the for the wives. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I did want to. So number 73. So Mr. Jackson's brother, number 73, actually got a number, and he was like in his 40s. And when they announced it, I was there on New Year's. It was a New Year's meeting, and he cried because to get a number is actually really special, because not only, like, he'd been working his whole life for most of these men, they'll be working their whole lives to get their place in the order and to get that number, and it's very significant to them. So number 73, when he was announced, he had tears in his eyes. So I know that it means a lot to these guys. And I wish Mr. Jackson could get a number. He's loyal, more loyal than they even realize. Like I said, he won't talk to me because I'm an outsider. And he's gone through, him and his family has gone through a lot. That, because they're not Kingston, they've always been outcast. So part of me was like hopeful that when I got kicked out that I would still have this family. But no, I didn't have that family either. Let's see. Any other, let's read what you guys' comments are. Did your mom's brother leave or never join? So all my mom's brothers were born in the group, and all of them left, mostly because they were pushed out. Yeah, they weren't treated well at all. Let's see, definitely. Yeah, that would be interesting to hear about the unnumbered men. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else to tell you. So I know he was married at 25. She was 21. They have, I don't know how many kids they have. When I left, they had, I think 7 kids, a set of twins. They have a set of twins in there. I'm probably outing who he is for order people. They know exactly who I'm talking about, but for privacy reasons, I won't say his name or anything. But yeah, he's a really good guy. He's really smart. On all the games we would play, it was always so close, and he would find like the little tricks to win, and it would make me so mad because I was like winning, and then he would just like out of nowhere just change the whole game. But he was a clever guy. But yeah, so that's really kind of it. I didn't really plan on talking a whole lot. I just thought this would be interesting to talk about, and I kind of missed you guys. I was actually kind of sad this week, but yeah. Let's see. What else did you guys say? Well, hopefully everyone's having a good holiday season. I can't wait. Today was my last long work day for until after Christmas. Kind of miss the board games. Gordon Trend. I know that doesn't. I don't play board games anymore. I have a few, and nobody ever wants to play. Great topic, Val. Thank you. Let's see. I don't know. I guess that's it. It's winter solstice. Oh yeah, it's the shortest day of the year today, isn't it? 'Cause the winter solstice. So, what are you guys up to this holiday season? I have tickets to ride. Let's play. I do know how to play that one. I did play it with him, but I never was very good at that game. I like the Settlers of Catan, and I could learn again. It's just been so long. Happy solstice, everyone. Sunset here at 5:30. Oh, that's so soon. Sorry you were bummed this week, Val. Sending you all the positive vibes. Thank you, Allie. Let's see. Allison keeps telling me that I should tell you guys what the sugar scrubs are made out of because they're like bougie ingredients. But I don't know. I think it has the ingredients on it. It's just walnut shell and sugar to do the scrubbing, and then some like really nice oils. And then like I use some surfactants and some stuff just to make sure that it doesn't like clog your drain. So it's supposed to polish and moisturize your skin. Lighting, let's see. Oh, I don't know what that is. Is that like a Jewish thing? I don't know. That's why I asked about salt scrubs. I don't know why, but sugar scrubs irritate my skin, but salt is amazing. I like the walnut scrub. I was always using walnuts to scrub anyways, but anyways. Did you see the painting that little Amanda painted me? She's a sweetheart. She painted that little painting. But yeah, I guess that's really all I had for tonight. We can just hang out, or I could, I don't know. I could go wrap some presents. My husband's probably watching, or else I would show you what I got him. I'll have to show you after. But hopefully you guys are all done Christmas shopping. He made good salsa too. Oh, he did. Epic Ninja says that Mr. Jackson made good salsa. Yeah, he did a lot. Honestly, he did a lot for my mom because anytime Daniel was like definitely overstepping, who would she go to? She would go to her sister and her sister's husband because they lived close to us and they always helped us out. She was like a second mom, and he was definitely a good uncle for us. You could turn that into a video. Oh yeah, I need to do that. That's a good idea, Todd. That way I don't have to like tell you guys every time. Let's see. Tell us what else is going on with you. What are you cooking over the holidays, Val? So I've never actually made a whole holiday meal by myself. So what I want to do, I'll probably do some meal prep because I actually found out you can do most everything to a Thanksgiving dinner type situation. You can do most of it ahead of time and then warm it up, other than like the turkey or whatever. So I was actually gonna make some cinnamon rolls, and because the cinnamon roll recipe I have calls for mashed potatoes, I was gonna make just everything. So we'll see how that'll go. I don't know if I'll be filming it because this is kind of my first rodeo as far as a holiday thing. Turkey, yeah, I'm gonna do turkey because my brother's in town and he doesn't like ham, which is I guess that's weird to me, but I like all food. I did an Easter spread a few times. That sounds fun. Do a video. It would be a great to learn that. I mean, what if I'm learning? I mean, I could still film it, but it will just be like you'll watch all the chaos of when I've never done this before. I don't like ham. Oh, really? Stark, I'm surprised you don't like ham. I love it. Even bacon? Let's see. Epic Ninja. Vian, I'm glad you're here. Sorry, I don't have a lot to say. She says, we always had a good... Oh, they always had good food when we went to visit. Yeah, they did always have good food. That's part of the reason I'm a big foodie, and that's part of the reason I wished he was my dad, was because there was always food at their house. So, what else is going on this week? What else is going on with me? I don't know. I've kind of just been in a funk, to be honest. Like, I don't know if it's the weather or what. It's just like no motivation. If I could, I would just stay in bed all day, but I got to go to work, so I just get up and go to work and try not to be too grumpy. Your birthday is the 16 days after New Year's. No, did you just say, let's see. So is your birthday the 16th, Stark? My birthday is the 16 days after New Year's Day. Because my mom's birthday is the 16th of next month. I'm thinking of making her the Valiant Unicorn for next month. So if anyone wants to donate to that your name will be put in the drawing for next month, as well as that all goes to her. Let's see. Hugs. Unless you guys have someone else, or be thinking, actually, I'm just going to do my mom for next month, and then you guys will have... Just let me know who else you want to see get a box. Val, who is your favorite celebrity chef? I don't even know his name. It's like some French guy. I do like Ramsay a lot. I just watched an interview with him. I should reference it or link it, because it is so good. It, like, maybe I'll have to listen to it and get motivated again, because I have not been motivated this last week. So maybe it would be Chef Ramsay, or I don't know this other guy's name. How do I not know his name? He's French, I guess. Let's see, not going to lie. If I could skip from before Thanksgiving to mid-January, spring, I would. Oh, I don't know. It's weird, because I thought I liked this. I like the rain. I don't think I like whatever weather we're dealing with right now. It's just dark all the time. I always want to go to bed. What was it like cooking for churches, schools? Where were there limitations on how you could make it? Yeah, so when I cooked at the school as the lunch lady, I say the lunch lady, it's funny because they used to tease me and call me the lunch lady, and I'd get so mad about it. And now I just like, I was the lunch lady. It's funny. But yeah, it was, everything pretty much was from scratch. We couldn't have sugar. So no sugar. We could cook with honey. So anything that called for sugar, we would just I would replace it with honey and like some kind of fruit, just to try to, like a banana or whatever would taste decent enough. But let's see, what else did we do? We couldn't use white flour, so it would all have to be whole wheat flour. And there was times we made tomato sauce from scratch, just because we got a lot of produce. They would bring us like cases of tomatoes that needed used, so I would just make a bunch of tomato sauce. I kind of want Epic Ninja to get a box. Oh, she's the good one. She deserves one. She's actually out of country right now. She's in the army. So she just barely came and visited, and I loved having her. I'm sad that she's gonna, like, when I took her to the airport, I was like, hey, see you next year, because I won't, maybe a year from now, who knows when she can come back. Everyone likes Gordon Ramsay. He can taste everywhere. Whatever you make him and tell you what's in it. I don't know. Yeah. I do like Gordon Ramsay's, like, just even the hotel, like, series that he does, where he goes in and fixes up people's hotels so that they can, or tells them what they need to do to be successful because they're in the hole. I like watching him because he's blunt. He doesn't like sugarcoat it. The winner is, yeah, for sure. Val, when will you do the cult version of some of the recipes you've done? So I was working on some chocolate chips, like homemade chocolate chips that didn't have sugar in them, so I could do the cookies. But then I just didn't want to. I actually was having a hard time with it. I just didn't have any luck. But I should try it. Gordon Ramsay and his wife had another baby. Oh, that's awesome. He seems really like they've been together for a long time, it sounds like. But you guys have already made me feel really good. Like I feel a lot better just coming over and talking to you guys and seeing what you have to say. Chanel says hi. She's in the chat. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything I would want to. I don't know. I just really want to emphasize that this guy doing these jobs for like at cost just because other order numbered men are asking for help. That's just ridiculous, especially when they don't even want him to be a part of them. Like, why would you be a part of this? Listen to some unicorns over your numbered men that don't even want you a part of their group, which is, he's given his whole life. But if you look at it from this point, like this perspective, in the order, everything's black and white, right? So he has all the answers already. Like he would have to choose to go from knowing everything because it's all black and white, and or he could just be completely wrong and not know anything and find out his whole religion was a lie. Yeah, you could see why he would just continue on the path he's on. But I feel for him because he's just being used like everyone else there that doesn't have 27 wives and 300 kids. Then they're being used. There's a few elite 1%. All right. What's your favorite winter comfort food? Cinnamon rolls lately, but that's just because I have tunnel vision, and that's what I want to make tomorrow. So cinnamon rolls, I guess. You can buy sugar-free chocolate chips from the grocery store. Problem solved. That's a good idea, but they are pretty strict about the order is strict about the different sweeteners they use, even the sugar-free sweeteners. So I was trying to do it from scratch so that the order people could do it too. But then I don't know. Maybe your idea is much better. I'm sorry you missed your friend, Val. Yeah. He don't like me anymore. But he's like 57, so I can make friends. I can make you guys be my friends instead. He's obviously not going to change at that age. Good luck in the army, Vianne. How do mashed potatoes factor into the cinnamon rolls? So the starch from the mashed potatoes actually makes the dough fluffier. Like it holds moisture and can be fluffier. So yeah, that's how. I just put a little bit in. I think it's like 2 cups. I don't know. I'll have to look at the recipe again. Do you know how to make gluten-free stuff? Mashed potatoes are gluten-free. Just kidding. I don't know. What do you mean, like gluten-free bread? Because I don't have any food restrictions, and I feel for the people that do because I like food so much. I don't think I could do a diet of any kind that's like you can't have cheese, you can't have meat, you can't have like I want everything. Even if I do prioritize things. I try to eat more vegetables. Like I'll eat vegetables first and then move on to meat, like the protein, and then everything else from that point on is filler to me. Let's see. The empathy you have for him is admirable. Well, he is really a good guy. I hope you guys like. That's what I don't know how to convey that there are really good guys in the order, but they're following the rules in the order and they're being punished for it, which is kind of heartbreaking. For 16 to 95, you can send someone a box of horse poop. I just found out that. I wonder who I would send that to. There's someone. So I have 3 dogs, right? I can get a 5-gallon bucket of that by the end of a couple of weeks. I don't know. They poop a lot. And every once in a while when it gets full, I honestly do think there's a couple people that I do think about going to their houses, but I never do. I'm always nice. Will they set it on fire for you when they deliver it? That's funny. Todd, you're hilarious. You always say something funny. Well, thank you for joining me for the Unnumbered Man #1. If you guys watch this and know another unnumbered man within that cult, we should give them some acknowledgement and show them some love so that they can like maybe be appreciated and get a number, or they can wake up and stop being a part of that joke of a cult. All right. Goodbye, guys.